Is the stream working fully? Yay! Alright then. Hello one, well hello all, my name is Jack and I'm Scotty and you join me for the European Endurance Series first round here at the Circuit de Barcelona de Catalunya. And well, you joined us for a mixed qualifying because nobody wanted to answer the attendance. So I thought we had a lot less drivers, but we actually have 11. Not too bad. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 LMP2s, and that means then we would have, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 LMP2s, 7 GTDs. It's a 1 hour showdown here in the season opener. Seeing that the actual season opener got cancelled. So, okay, well. Anyway, stream working. Oops, it is. Anyway, I'm not going to wait for anyone to join because people are probably going to be rewatching this after they finish their race, possibly, hopefully. I will probably rewatch this, and I would like to listen to myself chat about a race and not nothing. Somebody here, I think, said they can't do the race, but they just want to qualify for some reason. Who was that? That was that guy. Who is not in the lobby. Okay. Hopefully mixed qualifying doesn't go horribly. I think I'm gonna have to try and get this overtake during qualifying, which is gonna add me a challenge for these LMP2s. Lightning McQueen. I swear it's the second time we've had a Lightning McQueen on the grid. I know we found a different Lightning McQueen though. Because this name was Lightning McQueen, not jeez. Unless it's the same person, just with a new Discord. Yeah, with the Europol or Interpol? It's Europol, isn't it? Yeah. Into Europol, next key racing livery. And Europol won the 24 hours of Le Mans LMP2 class today, so anyway. Ooh, excuse me. Lightning McQueen sets a 1:33. Oh, excuse me again. We would expect the pole lap probably to be moving faster. I did see him go off. There's Beta off. Now, Robbie, what can he do in terms of lap times as a few more LMP2s do cross the line? Probably cross the line to take a 1:52 to take provisional pole in the GT LM class. I think it's Robin actually is leaving. I don't know. But Pilota will take provisional pole away. Two drivers yet to set a lap time, those being 03B and Jason. So I'm getting a notification of my phone. clean. Jason does actually have a time penalty, so we will go now and watch as Lightning McQueen cross the line now. P2. Still 1.7 seconds off the fastest time. Next across the line will be Thick Dog, who will cross the line now to set a provisional pole 29.1. Kevin Escher now does not improve on his fastest lap time. And next across the line will be Robbie. And Robbie will cross the line to set a 40 or 43.1. Doesn't improve on his fastest lap. Beta across the line, that's him in P4. B across the line, and that is to start his first lap. Pilota across the line, doesn't improve. Jason across the line, and sets something. Linus across the line, and 1 second off pole position. And across the line now is someone that, well, they didn't prove anyway, didn't come up in the bottom left. It was Zabo. However, now Lightning McQueen now for his 3rd flying lap will cross the line. Does improve. Didn't realise the line was that close. I saw 29. I think the line was a bit further away. That's why I was wrong there. Apologies. Alright, next across the line will be Kevin Escher. So the Thick Dog must have went off then during this lap, because I thought Thick Dog was ahead of him. Doesn't improve. And yeah, Thick Dog must have had it off. And gets track limits penalty there as well. Next across the line will be Beta. Beta currently 6 or 7 seconds off pole position. Across the line, improves by 2.5 seconds. No improvement for the car behind, so we watch now B and Pilota. B sets a 43.9 and Pilota sets a 41.8. Pilota extends his lead in pole as Jason sets a faster time than his previous. However, now Zabo to cross the line. Zabo's cross the line and set a 42.8, which is a new personal best. Lightning McQueen in the background crosses the line, doesn't improve. I think he had a penalty that lap, didn't he? Might have been thinking of a different driver actually, but still. Halfway through this qualifying session, and currently it is Thick Dog who's sitting in the garage in pole position for the LMP2 class, and it's Pilota in pole for GTD. And now Kevin Estra will come to the line around the final corner, and he will cross the line to set. That's his out lap, sorry. Beta though will start his next lap after I think he had a penalty. That lap, somebody crossed the line, doesn't improve anyway. And Pilota. Linus now will be who we're going to watch as he comes around the final corner, following Jason in the slipstream. Loses time to his fastest lap as Jason improves yet again, still P10 though. Thick Dog just parked up beside turn 1, letting a few cars go by. Alright, who's that going to be next across the line? Let's watch Beta, I guess. As he is losing time to his fastest, so we will see now Kevin Escher on flying lap, or is he? I'm pretty sure he started his lap ahead. Yeah, he's creating a wee bit of a gap to Beta. And we'll start his flying lap properly now. So, it will be next across the line will be Pilot It. Our next set a lap time will be Pilot It, I suppose. Looking, you know what, pretty fast as he crawls into the pits. However, we have B, who is about to cross the line and does not improve on his fastest lap. Bedsock Trop coming out of the pits now. Can he improve on his 1:46.1? As Jason slows down after crossing the line, presumably to let cars by. As a lot of cars going on past now, not improving. A lot maybe just want to pit, get new fresh tyres, just like Pilot that has. Don't forget, for this race you must do one mandatory tyre type change, so will be required. If, say, they start on the softs, it will be required that they use the medium or the hard tyre. I don't see the softs being an option really in this race. It's nothing through qualifying. 8 laps in, 11 minutes in, I suppose you could say, and the front left is dead in that LMP2 off Lightning McQueen. As Lightning McQueen goes off there. Out lap right now for Kevin Escher. Ooh, not the line I might want to take there. But it's only a 8 lap in a bit, so it won't matter too much. 5 meters per second win as Stick Dog and Jason made contact there. That could be looked at. Stick Dog saying nice. You would assume he feels he was blocked there by Jason. So we'll see if there's anything about that in the incident report room. Kevin Escher just allowing a gap to build up to the cars in front. Obviously, if it's GTD in front, he doesn't want to be catching up to them, which is just a part of the challenge of a mixed qualifying, especially when you're in that higher class, trying to not be caught by let's go on board with Kevin Escher in the passenger seat. As we go down into I've lost count how many turns this actually is. Is that turn 6? Should I know this? Well, I was half watching this F1 today. It's more watching the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Anyway. Pilot set a new fastest time, as well as B, who moves up into P2. Struggling in the first part of qualifying, finally gets himself that lap time that he needed. And he now on the front row of the GTD class. As the checkered flag is out. And okay, well. Thick Dog maybe giving away the tyre he's starting on here. As a few drivers on the mediums now, presumably getting ready for the race. It'll be interesting to see who starts on the softs possibly, or yeah, I would expect most people to stay on the mediums, but they have to use a second cop out. Will that second cop out be the soft or the hard tyre? As Kevin Astor now is up on the pole lap. And now this final sector, we'll go to the passenger seat and watch his last two turns now. Through the penultimate corner, now through the final corner, as he doesn't improve, loses too much time in that final sector, and that will be that for qualifying. So let me just get screenshots of the entire grid in case I forget to take actual screenshots. In pole position, we have Thick Dog beside him in that front row. Anyway, in the second row now, it is Lightning McQueen and Beta 420. And then the front row of the ooh. Anyway, front row of the GTD class, it is Pilota and 03B. Oh, okie dokie. Anyhow, it is Linus and Zavio in the second row of GTD, and then on the third row we have Robbie and Jason, with Ben all alone in that fourth row. Okay, so well, I just need to look at a lobby set here real quickly. Okay. Five minutes to the start. 2 get set up And yeah, uh, that there is. Sorry, tire type change, aka was used to of tire. Okay, then we will be going in just a moment. Okay then, right. Well, I might actually do a quickly run to the loo. Might be a good idea. Hello everyone, I am back, as we are now. Hello Phil! Nothing much now, just the European Insurance Series though, Phil. Where's 9PP? Or where's Sean at least? I've lost my lobby host. Sad times, I had to rely on someone else. To be fair, my Wi-Fi's been very good today, and I thought I'd chance my Wi-Fi, but no, it didn't work. Anyhow, right, so we are down to 6 GTDs before the race even starts due to, what was his name again? Robbie. Only doing qualifying. Don't ask why. We assume there's a reason. Ooh, ARL. Right, there. That's it. Anyway, it is lights out and foot to the floor as Thick Dog defending his pole position into turn 1. But here comes Kevin Escher down the inside. And these two now, side by side, Thick Dog, Kevin Escher, a lot of contact. And Kevin Escher just ahead slightly. And oh, Thick Dog off the road but back on. These two absolutely battling it out like crazy. But Kevin Escher gets into the lead. Thick Dog's not going to give up that easily. As down the inside goes Lightning McQueen and gets the double overtake and takes the lead in this race. Anyway, it looks a bit more calm in the GTD class as here goes Ben down the inside now. As maybe pushes Jason off a wee bit there. There might be a wee bit of an investigation that, but nothing too much serious. As we should really be just kept watching this battle here as Lightning McQueen down to P3 now. Kevin Escher back into the lead. Thick Dog's P2. A lot of contact in this three-way battle for the in the LMP2 lead. With the LMP2 lead as we head on now into lap 2 of this in this 1 hour race. As we head through the first compass course, we've got Cameron as here looks B. He looks like he wants to move on piloted. As Ben has a penalty as well. Linus looks like he wants to chase down Samuel. Did Samuel do his? I don't think Samuel did his license or driver. Well, in fairness, there's no real whatever you call it. Think of above. There's no subclasses in the series anyway. It's just GTD, no GTD Pro or GTD AM, so it doesn't really matter, I guess, the life of the series. Anyway, back to the battle for the lead of LMP2 as Thick Dog losing a wee bit of time. Lightning McQueen or Leonardo, is it? I'm horrific at names. So let me go and just go and see how it's spelled. Leonardo. I hear it's his birthday, so I suppose. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Leonardo. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. Okay. Bit of a comment. Go right there. Anyway, as we carry on, beta off there. As the 0.5 second penalty to serve. Back for the battle of the lead of LMP2, I suppose. As onto the gravel, but there goes Kevin Escher. And again, he goes on to the gravel. As we Stick Dog is going to have the draft and every chance to make this move. But still, Kevin Asher actually seems to be pulling away, possibly running just less downforce, which is possibly why he's running off wide in those corners. And it looks on the minimap, there's a wee bit of wobbling going around in GTD. Slidis has got the overtake on Zavu. But we are going to go back to the lead of the LMP2 class, as it is extremely close between these two here on lap 4 of this 1 hour showdown. But again, Kevin Escher is pulled away. Oh, Kevin Escher's a penalty. Kevin Escher has got a track limit penalty. Yay! Right chance is ALR. I'm actually in their Discord server. Is their leagues like any good actually? Because I was thinking about joining them. Or is it only on Sundays in Clyde? It's like every EES race. I suppose we actually have Barcelona today, and then we have a wee bit of a break until Monza. In the weekend of Monza, 2 hour 40 minutes. The day after that, we have the Monza 1 hour here in the European Endurance Series, where, to be fair, from thinking that round 1 was the absolute complete failure, we've actually have a decent enough grid for today. Ooh, bit swabby on the exit there. Was there contact? I thought there was contact, then I saw Kevin Escher go nearly sideways, so maybe there was contact, but Kevin Escher keeps it alive and will have to serve his slowdown penalty now anyway, as Thick Dog will ghost on by. Might be going way too far back to catch them. But oh, Kevin Escher goes straight for an overtake. Doesn't make it stick though. And Thick Dog in the lead of this one. Wait, Phil, if you're still watching, do you fancy joining comms, you know, just for like the fun of it? As Thick Dog sets the fastest lap of this race now and is pulling away from Kevin Escher, the bronze rated driver, against the silver, I think. I hope, I believe silver. The silver rated driver losing time to the bronze. And well, just realising there's no golds or platinums in the LMP2 class. We do have a gold rated driver in the GTD class who is pulling away 4.4 seconds his lead in the GTD class, just ahead of B, who is being hunted down as it speaks by Linus. Linus, obviously the Pro-Am NLS Season 1 champion, and well, hunted down his fellow silver rated driver, and is going to want to get this overtake preferably as soon as possible. As Stick Dog running away now in that LMP2 class, we will continue to watch this battle now unfold as B looking a wee bit slow there now, to be honest. I've actually forgot to actually go through what tyres everyone's starting on. B on the mediums versus Linus on the softs. You would expect now Linus will get this overtake made, but he will be substantially faster. That's just like just go through the classes. Currently, it is B with the fastest GTD time on those mediums. Lillis, though, I would expect has been actually battling like every single lap, so that would probably explain why he doesn't have the fastest with the softs. And Jason Ben actually also with the softs. Lillis actually only a few tenths of a second away from the fastest lap, so yeah. But alright, number 36 car off next gate. There is only one rule to win at Barcelona. And what do you mean by that? Out of curiosity. Would you like to elaborate? And oh, down the inside now, Linus locks and doesn't get a chance to go for the overtake. As we now 11 minutes into this 1 hour race. This is currently the only battle we have at the moment, but by the looks of it, the LMP2s are starting to reach GTD traffic yet? No, they're not. A little bit of contact there as Linus momentarily gets ahead while I start choking to death. But, okay, B still ahead though. I know what this battle, Sabo catching? Actually, nothing to do with this. As actually, here comes Stick Dog as they have the LMP2s meet the GTDs for the first time this race on lap 8. That entire message on the chat does not fit on my PlayStation screen pop-up thingy bob. So, YouTube, what did bro say? Actually, I have to keep waiting for TikTok. As TikTok does make a pass now. Linus and oh, TikTok get my contact. I think he went off there. We were in contact from the two GTDs. Would have cost that. As the gap between Linus and B grows to over 1.3 seconds now after a few GTDs or after a few LMPs. 2 cars. I'll learn the class names correctly at some stage. Anyway, with the Mercedes, you have to safe the tyres from the very start to the end, so you have to minimise your steering angle. I thought the Mercedes though at the same time was quite good tyres, wasn't it? Was it? Anyhow, Beta down to P7 now. I'm assuming he was in the pits there. Didn't change his tyres though. It's almost sticking on those softs. Probably not the smartest idea at the circuit to Barcelona de Catalunya. I know what, Linus is actually somehow really about to overtake him again. But now Beta does just drive away a wee bit now. I will have to try to get past Beta. Or sorry, B, who we will get past. Alright, Kevin Extra into the pits now. He'll try to get undercut now on Thick Dog, whose mediums are loving life right now. Those soft tyres wear out so fast around this track. Kevin Extra though, what tyre will he move on to? I think that is going to be a great question to see. But Beta now going to have to try and catch back up. He actually has blue flags waving for himself right now, so that means I would assume it's Lightning McQueen coming up with him. Alright, Kevin Asher are the pits onto the medium compounded tyre. Going to try and get an undercut now on Thick Dog. Thick Dog, though, doesn't look like he's going to need to pit for a while. As, oh, B off! Oh, we have a legs back there. So that's probably on my end. Okay, Linus versus B is back on. The gap, 5/10 of a second. Well, who will come out on top of this battle before we get to a pit window? As, you know what, Linus has actually been very good on those softs compared to B on the mediums. Nearly worn identically, just B's mediums, just slightest wee bit less tyre wear. Still don't get. It's a hard enough track, you know what, GT3 machinery to get overtake done, but it's not possible as now Linus will have the draft as he is with for 1 second and into the pits both go. Okay, B, what tyre will he go on to? Versus Linus, who I would assume will go on to the mediums. As I'm starting to think the mediums can really last to the very end at this stage. But we know the softs won't be able to. That's one thing I think about the Audi. I think it's a bit bad as tyres now. Or B is just sending it flat out to try and stay ahead of Linus, which is probably the more likely option. But anyway, full pit cycle starting in the GTD class. Thick Dog, I don't think is going to be considering the pits just any time soon. With that quite nice gold and black livery. Reminds me of that team from the Brad's Rose movie. That's a very nice livery. So, Thick Dog has on him. Lightning McQueen. Now P2. Just getting ahead of Beta, who is now a lap down. But 20 seconds to the leader. Those softs looking a wee bit dead, and he might be thinking about pitting anytime soon. He won't be pitting this lap by the look of it, as he will go on for one more. As that front left could be costing him quite a bit of time as he runs wide onto the gravel there as well. That's going to be costing him just a bit more time as well. So, okay. Oh, Beta on the grass there. But yeah, B going to do a second stint, but this with mediums, and Linus on his first stint with mediums. He has now done his mandatory tyre type change. He will not be required to pit again throughout this race, but 18 minutes into this race, and it's been a very action-packed 18 minutes, so it has, hasn't it? It has felt, honestly, like a full hour with just how much action we have had on this track. How is it only 18? Jeepers me. I would say it feels a wee bit shorter for the drivers, but 18 minutes? Is that all? You get lost in these battles and you get enjoying them. At times you just slow down or something. Anyway, Savio has not pitted yet in this race. Up into P2 of the GTD class. And pilot to P4 overall right now, just ahead of Beta, is currently in the lead from pole position. He started in GTD as well. Down to P5 overall now as Beta gets back ahead. But yeah. not much battles currently at the moment, but at the same time, the gap between Linus and B kind of just sitting around that 1.5, 1.6, 1.4, 1.2. B losing a lot of time through the first chicane, and now Linus is catching and will be hunting down that second step off the podium. Anyway, I'm going to chat, how are we getting on? Light and green into the bits, those softs. And talk to them rightly to the end of their life. And now he will go into the pits, presumably for the medium tyre. We don't get to know them until he comes back out, so we assume Thick Dog, I would assume, will probably be pitting within 20 to 30 minutes. He is absolutely doing wonder of work on those tyres as he runs wide a wee bit there. Who's your best friend? Oh, Jim's battle. They're side by side. I wonder who your best friend is. I wonder. I feel like I know who it is. It's your like favorite American person. But anyway, let us guess that overtake up into P2. And now, be a wee bit of contact there. Down the inside though, as TikTok goes on by. I think Linus comfortable in this P2 position. Moving the legs back there for B. A few legs backs now, in fairness to B. And my controller is low. How is this happening? Alright, well, we'll enjoy some car noises while I sort out my controller. Alright, well, Linus is running away from B, and B is actually now out of the slipstream. B, though, yet to go onto the soft tyre, but Linus will be hoping he can just carry these tyres now through to the end of this race. As well, B, though, will have to pit again in this race, and, well, possibly. Oh, Ben has seen him spin, which is going to allow Jason now to look at an overtake possibly down the start finish straight, or possibly into the turn 1-2 chicane. Oh Ben, yes, that would make sense. Yeah, I thought you were trying to like be sarcastic and say like a certain American that you like to fight with a partner or something, you know, was your yeah. So anyway, yeah, P9 currently. Yep. Apologies. Yep. Anyway, stays ahead of Jason despite having that spin off track there. There's no some fuel actually. I think a lot of people are going to have to pit again for fuel just as I don't think it's going to make it to the very end of this race. But yeah, the gap actually is kind of fluctuating around where it is at the moment. But as I was saying before, though, I think B is going to have to pet again for softs. But at the time, I was going to say he might be pitted and he may have to have a battle with Ben. There's bit of contact, and that is going to be under investigation. And as we've had our first DNF of the race, as Beta has left the room. And Jason has been told to give back the position that after that contact spinning sock drop around. Alright. And he has done so. Anyway, right. That has possibly ruined Ben's chances now of catching up to B. So yes, Ben has got to settle with P4 in class. But you know what? B is actually catching back up to Linus and was at least. That irony of B just does not seem to be set up too well for the corners, but in fairness seems to be actually decent enough in the straight line. Is catching ever so slightly in the straight line, and in the background there you can see P2 of Kevin Estra catching up. Blue flags aren't waving just yet. I'm going to take that back. Blue flags are being waved. And well, we're going into. It's going to be an interesting. Thick Dog 100% doesn't have enough fuel. A 100% tank is not enough to go to the very end. He will have to do a quick splash and dash. And so says, oh! That gap down to 13 seconds and up now to 50. However, it went to 13. Oh, Kevin Estra. Ooh. You know what? This allows Lightning McQueen to catch up. And we could be having a battle between the second and third spots off the podium. And now, well, your leader of this race, yet to pit. Do remember, currently sits P1 in the GTD class, P4 overall. Currently sits 18 seconds ahead of Zavo. And 20 seconds ahead of the car behind. And Kevin Estra into the pits with damage, and that could possibly be his race over, possibly. Lightning McQueen with only 50% fuel. Will have to pit again though, so he will possibly be able to battle with Lightning McQueen again before the end of the race, as now a win of fuel going into that LMP2. Is that enough now to make it to the end of this race? He'll be hoping so anyway. And it does look like it will be plenty. 1 minute 3 seconds. 4 seconds now. Thick Dog's lead at the front of the LMP2 class. Running away a bit. Despite having an extremely close battle at the very start of this race. But alright. 35 seconds now, the gap between Kevin Estre and Leonardo. Then we'll go back to call it Lightning McQueen Leonardo. But yeah, alright. B with a time penalty for track limits, I would assume. And that Mercedes does seem to be a lot better than that Audi when it comes to that tyre wear because, well, B absolutely destroying those tyres. Pushing that car just maybe a wee bit too much to try and stay with Linus. However, he does crawl back a wee bit of time as the flags are waving as Nick Dog into the pits now, halfway through this race. Does he think he can go halfway of a set of softs? Or is he confident that his 1 minute gap at the front, he can just go with another set of mediums and take the penalty? Change his tyres anyway. We'll take a wee splash of fuel. And what compound of tyres does he go on to? A set of racing hards. He will go to the end of the race now on this set. Alright, so he gets his mandatory tyres. No, has Lightning McQueen done his mandatory tyres? Yes, he has. He's started on the softs. Lightning McQueen and Kevin Estre, both of their mandatory tyres completed. Everyone in the LMP2 class completed with their tyres, but two class leaders in one frame there, as now the GTD class getting lapped for the second time, I believe now. Sounds good. I do feel like there's going to be a few of them. I think I'm going to be, hopefully I can stay in this race for the stars. Hopefully I have the memory on the thing above. If not, I'm just going to delete a few replays because I don't have a few I can just delete. But yeah. Oh, B and Linus. This is about to be a battle, I would say. B hasn't done his mandatory tyre swap just yet, but is that harsh on the mediums? He's going to want to probably go on to the hard tyre with how harsh he's been on these tyres. As, oh, down the inside goes B, and that dive bomb a wee bit too much as it runs wide, and the gap now over a second as Lightning McQueen into the pits, possibly for the hard tyre and fuel to go to the end of this race. Oh no, he has done his mandatory soft, hasn't he? I believe he's been on the softs already this race, so he would be able to go on to the mediums. A stick dog, oh, thought Soundtrack maybe just getting a wee bit into his way, but B versus Linus going again, Tech 2 now, I suppose, here on lap 20. Just realised this is a timed race, so who knows what sort of gaps we're going to have at the very end, but I'll figure a way that we don't have people getting wrongfully lapped, I suppose, so I'll come up with something. But still, anyway, B versus Linus. I need to get the corner numbers up on my screen. I believe we're going now turn 8, isn't it? It's My phone is severely overheating. Barcelona. Ooh, does he fancy a move? Doesn't get one. As he plays a bit more safer this time into turn 10. And now through turn 12 into turn 13. And out of turn 14 onto the straight. That I don't believe has a name, does it? No, it doesn't. I can't find it. Anyway, alright, B. Must have went off there without me noticing. Losing quite a lot of time. Alright, Kevin Estra. Ooh, for a wee bit of a time penalty, but. Oh, man, even bigger. Just what I said to me. Alright, 1 second time penalty for 2 track limit violations, which will bring him a wee bit further from Lightning McQueen, but I'm hoping now that he can just catch up as Lightning McQueen on the mediums and get fresh mediums that are just a wee bit fresher than Kevin Estra's. However, I'm just thinking the World Cup of Darts final is on today, isn't it? Please don't be over. I would like to watch that. Anyhow, Thick Dog, 1 minute ahead of the field, and Kevin Asher trying to just get past Linus now, which he does do, and Linus loses a wee bit of time there, which means B is almost within such a strange and B into the pits. Has to go on to the hards, I have to imagine. As World Cup of Darts is over, and England is your winners. Oh well. Over already? Okay, right. What tire now does B choose to go on to as well? I don't think Linus has got to pit again, so it's going to be interesting to see where Sogtrop comes out of, because this could possibly be his podium. A podium battle now between these two, possibly. Out of the pit now comes B, and the gap will be a wee bit too much at this current moment in time for me to predict a battle between these two, but I guessed. Kevin Estra versus Leonardo, the two next LMP2s. Could we see a battle quite soon as that gap actually shrinks down quite a lot there? Like Leonardo possibly losing a bit of time to Zavio, possibly, maybe. Anyway, what was the scores tonight's World Cup of Darts, I wonder? As I would leave this. Oh! Linus into the pits. I forgot he might have needed fuel to go to the end. He will need fuel to go to the end, and I would say a fresh set of mediums will go on to that Mercedes just to help him along the way. As it does take a new set of tyres, what compound is that onto? I wonder. Now let's watch as B through turn 14, down the non-straight. Linus taking a wee bit of fuel. How much does he fuel to as B across now? It's going to be neck and neck, I think. No, it's not. Never mind. Vito, a wee bit of an undercut. And takes the lead of this race. No! Goes off, gets damage. Lillis back up into P2. And Zavio still yet to better, just realising. Okay, well. Perhaps not the battle that we thought we were going to get to see then. As Sogtrop now actually is within 6.4 seconds of Zavio. It's a bit adjacent. Another complaint about him. As now it'll be interesting to see where will Linus be when Zavio exits the pits, because he hasn't pitted yet this race. This is his first pit. What tire does he go into? The softs, possibly for 20 minutes? Don't know if the softs will last 20 minutes though. And he's going to have to take a good bit of fuel. So, is this Linus possibly up into P2? Through turn 12 now. And head 13. Out the pits now goes Zavio, still in P2. Onto the race's softs. Are they going to make it all the way to the end of this race? I don't think they will. Which means I think Linus will start to severely catch Zavio as those softs die. But I don't know, that Ferrari could actually just be quite good on tyres. Who knows? Pilots going to need a bit of fuel. And you know what, Jason, I don't think he's got to pit again for fuel in this race. Possibly tyres, but I think those mediums could last to the end of this race. So, that means into P4 goes Jason. Or P5, sorry, goes Jason. And down to P6 goes Ben, who will be now hunting him down. Pilot to see blue flags from Kevin Estra, who is 5.5 seconds away from Lightning McQueen, who might have went off there. Possibly, as that gap did go down quite a bit there, but back up to 5.1. But, okay, well, it's going to be interesting now, I suppose, just as, B off the road again, there in the background. B started P2, down to P4, now hasn't had the perfect race. As actually seeing blue flags from the class leader. Pilota about to overtake B, which means he'll be lapped 3 GTDs as he has overtook B. And now it'll be 17 seconds up the road is Linus. Could he possibly lap the entire grid, Pilota? Five by 3 seconds gap between Leonardo and Kevin Estra. A full minute 0.4 to catch if you want to get the race win against Thick Dog. He's worked an absolute masterclass this race, 30 minutes on the medium tyres, and he'll hope to go 30 minutes. He's already gone 15 on the hards, and he'll hope to go another 15 cleanly on those tyres. Kept this race damage free. A wee bit of contact at the start of this race, which will be investigated probably, as there was a lot of door biting and wheel-to-wheel action at the start of this race. However, 29 laps in and looking very comfortable for our race leader. And Kevin Estra slightly catching up to Lightning Queen or Leonardo, kind of whatever you want to call him. And, well, piloted, just like Thick Dog, a minute to the good in the lead of their class, but does go into the pits now for a bit of fuel, and I'd imagine onto the soft tyre possibly, just to go to the race. I think the softs can last 15 laps, or not 15 laps, 15 minutes. Xavier, now to be fair, 5 minutes into his stint on the softs, and they seem to be surviving pretty well. As he's actually up on his personal best, he's setting fast their lap. I think he may have set the fastest lap in the GTD class. I don't know now, though. Don't take my word for that. Xavier through turn 13 as piloted out the pits and into turn 1 with a LMP. What behind him, possibly? No, yeah, it's out trap. And B down to P5 now is Kevin Estra. Gets the overtake on Leonardo. As we completely missed that, and I wish I had a keyboard to do replays. Alright though, anyway. Okay, so I want to learn how to link up my laptop keyboard maybe to my PlayStation, but that would be cool. And hopefully possible. But anyway, alright, I'd expect another battle between these two anyway, because Leonardo isn't losing time, or isn't losing severe time at that. As Kevin Asher going to lose a wee bit of time trying to get this overtake with Xavier. Xavier and Leonardo, a wee bit of contact between the two, and that's going to cost Leonardo a wee bit of time, but Kevin Asher off track there, and onto the gravel, and Leonardo will go on by. And Xavier actually is going to go side by side now with Kevin Estra, but Kevin Estra is going to lose the place as well. Turn 14, a wee bit of contact there. Said Xavier fall to the grass there. Kevin Estra, Leonardo side by side, and Kevin Estra still in the lead of this race, or in the lead of this battle. And then you have Thick Dog, who is actually not that far away from lapping the two. The medium to hard strategy seems to have been the correct strategy anyway. Going by Thick Dog. As down the inside goes Leonardo, and he will try to get this overtake to stick. They go side by side. A wee bit of Wheatle biting there, and he does get the overtake to stick. But Kevin Estra's not going to give up, and is going to look for this P2 back. As we was smoke covering the camera there, but Leonardo ahead again, and it's gaining time. And this battle for P2 is definitely not going to be over. Oh, it's Leandro. See, I told you I'm rubbish at names. Leandro, sorry. Anyway, Leandro losing time on the straights. Kevin Estra catching. Not enough though to make a move into turn 1, that's for sure, but still catching. Anyway, 10 minutes left to go in this race. Phil, I'm going to. So, Kevin Asher off the track. Leandro will now go 1.8 seconds in the lead of this now. And the fastest lap in the GTD class as we hit the sub 42s. As now, with 10 minutes left to go in this race, we'll have a quick grid rundown. As in the LMP2 class, we have in the lead Thick Dog running away with it, while the one-stop medium to hard strategy seems to have worked and also kept this race for the most part damage free. Those headlights look a wee bit cracked, but P2 then, it is Leandro or Lightning McQueen in the Europol livery next year racing. Oh, into the pits. Now, Thick Dog, he has plenty of time to play with anyway. Is he going to go out to the softs and maybe look for a new fastest lap? I mean, he's able to play with plenty of time anyway. Leandro now ahead of Jason. Oh, is there a wee bit of contact there? I think there's a wee bit of contact there with Kevin Estra. I think Kevin Estra's contact with a good few. But Jason going slow now. Yellow flags were waving there, but back up to full speed, and we could have a battle between Jason and Ben now for P5. 2.6, and that gap is shrinking, but Kevin Estra has got ahead of Leandro now, as leader of the GTD class just going in their way a wee bit. But okay, this battle continues. Both cars with front bumper damage. And Leandro with a very good bump draft, or not bump draft, but slipstream. Not good enough to get an overtake into turn 1. However, we could be seeing an overtake soon enough. As at the back of the grid, we might have an overtake into turn 1 possibly. There's a penalty note for Jason, so I expect that to naturally let Ben through. But these two going hammer and tongs at it. And Leandro now down the inside. Can he get the overtake to stick? Oh, that's Kevin Estra back ahead as they start catching up to the back of B. Alright, well, B struggling a wee bit in that Audi. Hasn't had the best of races start in P2, currently now in P4. And 41 seconds is gap to Linus. As, oh, someone go off track there? I don't know. Anyway, Ben Sartrap has got ahead of Jason and is 1.6 in the good now. As we continue to watch this battle between Kevin Estra and Leandro, the two next key racing drivers of the LMP2 class. the gap. It's sticking pretty much at that 0.5 area. Down to 0.3 though. Down to 0.2. Are they close enough to make a move down the inside? No, he doesn't. Plays it wisely. Not like he was good for it though. He doesn't get the overtake. Spikes there. Hopefully we do survive to the very end of this race without any annoying if we went 56 minutes into this race and then had a lobby crash. That would be, to be fair, quite comedic. That we'd have then a 5-minute shootout to decide the winners. But this battle between Kevin Estra and Leandro going to go all the way to the very end. The Stick Dog actually has set a sub 1 minute 30. Oh, light spikes. Oh, I know Kevin Estra has been known to have the odd disconnect. To go, I'm praying, but this is my Wi-Fi. But some of these two seem to be lagging around. No one else lagging? Okay, everyone's lagging. It's my Wi-Fi. Lovely. Please don't crash. Yeah, this is bad. This is very, very bad. Very, very begging you survive. Anyway, right. I'm just thinking I'm using my mobile hotspot right now. I'm actually like a day away from running out. Ooh, top up before when? Ooh. Okay, I'm actually right. Ignore that anyway. As there's a battle here between. How is Jason P6? I am severely confused. Okay, this game is just lagging out so much right now. I am surviving on no Wi-Fi, I'm pretty sure right now. However, this ends. Please don't end in a lobby crash. I need this race replay for incident reports. Because Linus started last. I don't think he is. No. Game, please. Just don't crash. Stick Dog will go on now to the final lap, and he will, because of the way this game works, lap everyone in the LMP2 class. So there's 30 seconds left to go, 1 minute gap. That means Kevin Estra and Lightning Queen on their final lap of this race. We move on now to the final lap as Pilot will also move on to the final lap and lap everyone in his class. But anyway, alright, we've hit the 1 hour mark on the timer. Well done to everyone who raced, well done to Thick Dog. As we're going to continue to watch this battle as they will actually cross the line before Thick Dog. to end their races. But Kevin Estre will narrowly, just about, take P2 in the LMP2 class. An absolute, honestly, a very good battle between these two for the entirety of this race. And that is now that, as Linus will also cross the line, takes P3 or P9, I guess. Peloton out, and that Nick Dogs is from no Peloton anyway. It's B in front of him, sorry. B now will cross the line in P4, and so Peloton will cross the line with the race win. Oh, TikTok car crossed the line apparently. Oopsies, I missed that. Yeah, we would have this game lagging here on the tower timing screen, but anyway, brilliant race by everyone. As everyone has crossed the line, haven't they? I am utterly so confused. Anyhow, anyway, I'm gonna just take a screenshot of every gap, I guess. I suppose I'll do it in a second. I'm so confused what's happening. I want a race replay though. Race is just continuing on my screen. Alright, well, anyway, thank you to do we have to wait 3 minutes or something? We've hit our 3 minutes, have we? I just realized my livery for a certain series is being leaked right now. Oopsies. This is like confusing me out so much right now. Anyway, alright, thank you everyone for tuning in. We will see you all again in the next one when we head to Monza. Um, alright, thank you everyone for tuning in. Hopefully we get race replay at some stage, but your race winner is Thick Dog alongside with oh, where okay, now P6 apparently. It's Pilota. Alright. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. Be casually off the track. Right, this is like the first time this has ever happened to me, so we're going to depart this strange. This we'll see you in the next stream. Okay, thank you everyone for tuning in.